The last video we left off with the fact that the atmospheric pressure today is about one half of what it used to be in the past, as well as the oxygen content is considerably less than it was in the past as well. And since dinosaurs had very small lungs compared to the size of their body, then they would today have a very difficult time breathing, at least as well as they did in the past. So, does this mean that there are no dinosaurs left alive on Earth today? Well, not necessarily. It is no secret that crocodiles and alligators are leftovers from the dinosaur age. They are virtually the same except possibly for size. They are actually smaller today. And there have been literally thousands of sightings of dinosaur-like water creatures in many lakes around the world, including, yes, the Loch Ness Monster. Now, there's another dinosaur that has been reported by those that live in the Congo. It is called the Mokele-Mbembe. The meaning is one who stops the flow of the rivers. This dinosaur has been sighted numerous times in the Likoula swamp region of the Congo. The dinosaur is consistently described by the natives to look like a sauropod type dinosaur. Now, there have been a number of sightings of dinosaurs over the last 1.5 centuries. Carl Baugh, in his book Against All Odds, shows a number of pictures of artifacts that have pictures of dragons / dinosaurs on them. These artifacts were made about 1,300 years ago. Now, out of all of the 1,100 Ica burial stones discovered over the last few decades, that is about since the 1930s, almost 1/3 of them have historically accurate images of dinosaurs. These include Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and the Pterosaurus. The other burial stones seem to depict other real-life experiences of the Indians. Now, these stones were made hundreds of years before modern man even knew about dinosaurs. The Grand Canyon has had drawings of what looks like a dinosaur as well, and these are ancient drawings. They're not modern. Stories of confrontations with dragons are numerous in ancient China and in the Far East. And by the way, also in the Middle Ages, even in Europe. There's been soft tissue that has been discovered in dinosaur fossils. Why is this significant? Because scientists have generally agreed that soft tissue can exist for a few thousand years, but not millions. That would mean that these dinosaur fossils cannot be tens of millions of years old, as we've been told. Again, they were supposed to be at least 65 million years old, and some of them much older than that. Well, the study of this soft tissue found in a bone of the T-Rex was harshly criticized by many evolutionary scientists. Some of them said that the study by biologist Mary Schweitzer had compromised the specimens used. They proclaimed that the soft tissue could have been from bacteria or what's known as biofilms. Well, she later did another study on the soft tissue of another dinosaur fossil, a duck-billed dinosaur called a hadrosaur. She took great care to handle everything in such a way so that it could never be said that anything had been contaminated. The results were staggering. Here is what she found: collagen, elastin, and laminin. Structures that were incredibly resembling cells of both blood and bone. And none of them were fossilized. Now let's look at carbon-14 tests. Carbon-14 tests have been applied to 4 separate dinosaurs. Now, this method of testing the age of any kind of creature really that has been dead for a while It limits it to well under 100,000 years. Now, this is a small, tiny fraction of the 65 million years that are given to the age of dinosaurs. The results of the tests of the dinosaur bones show that these dinosaurs lived just a few thousand years ago, not tens of millions. The evidence seems to be overwhelming. Numerous drawings of dinosaurs dating back hundreds of years, actually some of them thousands of years. Numerous references to dinosaurs, called dragons at the time, throughout much of history. Abundant human fossil footprints that have been found in many locations that were in layers of so-called dinosaur age. Fossilized human footprints that have crossed dinosaur footprints. Human footprints inside of dinosaur footprints. Human artifacts in every layer of rock, including those that the dinosaurs lived in. The soft tissue discovered in dinosaur fossils. And of course, the carbon-14 tests that have shown that dinosaurs are just thousands of years old, not tens of millions of years old. Have humans and dinosaurs lived together? Well, history, fossils, carvings, drawings, carbon-14 tests, and even recent sightings tend to give overwhelming evidence that these giant creatures may still exist, or have at least been living on Earth during the last few centuries or last few thousand years. Well, in the next few days, you'll be receiving videos that will explain the 4 main supports for the theory of evolution and how all 4 of them have been removed by science. If you enjoyed these videos about humans and dinosaurs, you'll be receiving even more startling information on the subject: did humans really live to be 900 years old? Now, the book of Genesis and the Bible refer to people that lived to be more than 900 years old. But this is not possible. Or is it? Watch these 2 videos and you'll be stunned at what science has discovered. Thank you for watching these videos, and I hope you enjoy the next ones that are coming up.